All right, we're back looking for trade number 2 here. I'm going to go ahead and put my order in down here to be able to move it in. We do have a bar here that will give us a signal. Uh, Once again, we're looking at a 903.50 entry. We need a 903.75 print first. Then we will go limit long, limit order on the buy side. So we are waiting to just drop this in here. Whoops. All right, so our order is in. We are filled. Once again, we put our sell stop in, one tick below the low of the day. We're going to be looking for a move back up. You know, I don't trade a 50 moving average, but I do use it as targets at times. Um, so looking about 3.25 points right now, and we'll see what this trade gives us here. Right now, we've lost one trade. As you can see, we're down 1.25 points. So we'll see what happens here. Kind of a steady slide here to the downside. Um, so, I mean, you just got to keep taking your signals, though. We have a trading strategy, and so we're going to keep taking these signals as they come, and we'll just see what happens here. Right now, it's a tick away from taking us out. Anytime, you know, us being a volume trader, anytime we go against the trend, you're always, you know, you might have a couple of losing trades, but you know, a risk to reward ratio is usually 3 to 1, if not 4 or 5 times to 1 on these trades. So, I mean, you can take a couple, 3 losers, and if not 4 losers, and still have the 5th one go in your favor, and you know, break even for the day. So, all right, so it came down and retested again with more buyers coming in than sellers. You know, the market just and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for it when it makes new lows or new highs with more buyers. In this case, making new lows, more buyers coming in than actually sellers. Price can drift, even though there's buyers coming in, and that's what we want. We want to see that, you know, same way to the upside. And also, looking at this trade, as I told you before, anytime we have a little retracement, then I will trail my stop, trying to get up to this target here. Um, also, we will also look at, you know, when the sellers start come back in. When the sellers do start to come back in, then we will also look at even, you know, either getting flat on this trade or going up, going ahead and taking profit. So, you know, there's a couple things I'm looking for as we are in this trade. I don't have um, set targets. On my first trade of the day, I kind of like to, you know, get the 2 points under my belt, even though it might be a 10-point runner. Um, but in this case, you know, I'm playing. I don't play a moving average at all, but um, you know, this is a it's a good place to take targets. I don't use them as entries at all. So, you know, we'll watch this trade as it develops here. Right now we're up a point and been up as much as you know, a point and a half or 6 ticks. So pretty good buy volume right now, as you can see. And it tried, that's the reason why we took this trade over here. They were trying to buy it, but it kept drifting. And you always want to have stops in place, though. You're like, okay, well, why didn't you just, have a 3 point or stop, or if you can see that it's drifting, but you don't want to do that. You don't ever want to jeopardize the capital that you have because you can never get it back. Um, and so, all right. So if we get a down bar here, okay, then another down bar, even if it comes to right in here, then heads back up, we will trail our stop to right underneath that. Okay. Um, right now it's came up to 905, which looks like a good area where we could have taken profit if we really wanted to. And the reason why is because you had this cluster here. Okay. And usually when you have these clusters like this, all right, um, on volume, the middle point of those, or the point of control of that cluster, okay, is usually a good place to take profit. But right now we're seeing some great buying. The buyers are still coming aboard, so we're going to let this trade continue and see what happens here. And right now I am trailing my stop, like I said, one tick behind that low. So right now our risk in this trade is only one tick, and we're trying to make roughly 2.25 points. So and this target is just shortly below this cluster right here. All right, and I'll draw this cluster. We have a cluster here, okay, and then we have a cluster here, okay, and the midpoints of these clusters, which is right here, is a good, always, a pretty good place to have targets. Okay, and now you're getting another cluster up here in the midpoint of those as well. All right, so our trade is fulfilled. We are out of this trade with a 2.25 point profit, so we're up 75. We lost 1.25 on the first, so we're up 1 point for the day, and we'll be continue to look for trades here. So I'll come back with you.